Good morning, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. My name is Ben and we're going to be talking through healing the emotional body. How my awakening shifted into my emotional body to be healed. And this part was really tricky, and it still is continuously tricky because you're navigating through your wounds. So this is what this video is about. It's about moving into your wounds and sitting with yourself. So as I was reading The Power of Now, I was the watcher. I was having them amazing no mind days. I must have had 6 months where I was just floating. I was thinking, this is amazing. Oh my God, I found who I am. I was just in bliss. And then I woke up one day, I went out and I could not, for the life of me, get my mind under control. I couldn't watch it. It was noisy, it was negative, everybody was irritating me, everything, noise, just everything. And I thought, something's changed here. So I did some searching online, and the universe will bring you the right video that's right for yourself. And that's what the universe brought me. It brought me a video with a technique that was useful, and then I developed my own inner feeling on the emotion that would help release that emotion. So that's what I'll talk about now. So as I mentioned, I was in no mind, so really in no mind. Then my mind was noisy and negative, but I had a real burning in my abdomen, real nasty pain. It wasn't the pain body coming up and taking you over. It was just dirty, nasty, burning pain. And then I had a situation that triggered me, and you will see it take over, and that's what puts you in that darkness for days or depression for months. You'll see that that's the pain taking you over. So what you've got to do, guys, and this is quite difficult for me being a guy. It did. When I read this video about loving yourself and giving yourself self-love, I thought, I'm a guy, you know, this is where we've got, society's got it all wrong. As I was a young boy, you were a young girl, or whatever, is we don't know how to feel our emotions. That's what it is. But I'll do another video about that, because as you go into your emotional body, that will progress to that. First, we've got to start releasing some early emotional pain. So what you've got to do is, if you're familiar with being in the body, you've got to start breathing, guys, because the breath, your breath is the ultimate healer, because that's the first thing we do, guys. When we're born, we breathe. So it's learning how to use your breath to get the deep emotions out. Once you get familiar with this technique in a minute, with the moon cycles, the purging will happen naturally, but you still need to do the breathing technique to get the deep ones out. So you'll know, guys, you will know when your awakening is going to change to go into this stage. Because what do we normally do when we're running away from our pain? Mine was eating. I used to eat loads of chocolate. I used to go and play golf on the phone, ringing people up, making chit chat. We're running away from our pain. But we don't know when we're unconscious walking around, because it's so normal to feel like that. So that's what the awakening does. As your diet's changing, you're getting more sensitive, it's opening you up. The spotlight's on you, like the sun's on me now, on your wounds. So then get into the body. So focus your attention on your breathing. And this is the tricky bit, guys. As you're breathing, you've got to hold your attention on the pain. Now, this made me feel really sick when I first did this, but you're not going to be sick. Your body will only give you as much as you can take. So you've got to hold your attention on the pain. And then you've got to love yourself. That pain is your wounded inner child that's not been dealt with for years. You know, I'm 37, it was years and years and years. And all these emotions are going to come up to be dealt with. And I get images of that. When I was a junior playing golf, I didn't know how to deal with having a bad round in front of my parents. I didn't know how to deal with that. There's stuff at school when I got kicked out of class. There's stuff where I used to play golf. There's endless. Ex-girlfriend, it's endless, but it's all going to come up, guys. So hold your attention on the pain. And you've got to love yourself. You've got to give yourself unconditional love. You've got to say that it's fine now. You're totally, totally safe. And guys, it was like a balloon that was about to explode and someone just letting it down. And then this is the key bit. When you're breathing, you've got to take your attention through your nose and take the breath all the way down into the pain. And it'll feel like it's breaking up. And as you breathe back out, you'll start to feel it come up your body. This is how it works. And then it will start really purging out. Now just go with the feeling of your body. You might be really breathing out, like really inhaling and exhaling really strong, but that's good. You'll get a momentum with that. And it's really nurturing yourself, because you don't want the pain to rise up and take your mind over. So you've got to love yourself unconditionally. No one's going to harm you now. I'm not going to harm you. You've got to say that to yourself. I'm not going to harm you anymore, because it's you. That's what the awakening is showing you. People are triggering you. You're contracting, and it's you. Because we don't know how to feel. And you'll see that. You'll see that you're contracting. Why am I doing that? Because the awakening is trying to show you need to work on that wound. So it's about loving yourself for who you are. Love your entire being, your darkness, everything. Everything, guys. You know, sometimes when I'm doing this video, I think, don't stumble your words. I'm not. I just laugh now about that, because I've got to love who I am. And that's making me feel better now, and you'll see it. The awakening will show you that, guys. So, sit with yourself in nature, because nature's going to help you release your pain. And it's all about that, guys. Your pain controls your reality. That's ultimately what it is. So we've got to get this out of the body. So sit with yourself, go in to the body, feel your hands, your legs tingling, and hold your attention on the pain. Sit with it. Sit with yourself. Never leave yourself. You will be fine. Sit with yourself. It's fine to feel what I'm feeling at the moment. It's totally fine. I'm an adult now. I can deal with this pain. I was a little boy. I didn't understand how to deal with these emotions, feelings, this world. Didn't know how to deal with it. But you can let that all go now. You can let it all go. It's not you. No one's going to harm you. And it will come out. And take your breath down into the pain. Breathe out and just keep that cycle going. Love yourself unconditionally. That's what you've got to do, because your pain and your ego will sort of have a battle together, and you'll be taken over by that pattern. It will happen. It will get taken over by it. It will become unconscious. Then you'll come back conscious, and you'll see the pattern that's played out. So the next time the cycle comes round, you'll be able to deal with it more effectively and get it out of you, guys, because that's where we've got it all wrong, because we stuff all these things inside us and we're walking around and we don't know how to deal with them, and it's really sad. So I'll do another video about the emotional body where it's going more deeply with me now and learning how to feel. I feel so much that some days it's just when we get these moon cycles, it's a complete nightmare for me going out some days, but I've got to learn that, and I see it in other people. There's nothing wrong with this. We just don't know how to feel. But this is it, guys. If you're a man, when I first watched that video about loving yourself, I was laughing because we're just conditioned not to show our emotions. But I'm an emotional person, and it was so wonderful to go into my pain and get it out of me. I was like, oh my God, thank you. Because that's what we've got to do, guys. All these people suffering unnecessarily due to childhood patterns that are still inside them and that have not been dealt with. So I hope that helps you on your awakening, because you'll see the change. That's how it happened for me. It might not happen for you like that, but it worked like that for me. I was in no mind, and then I had all this stuff. So it's really tricky with these emotions, but don't leave yourself. You've got to spend some time on your own. You'll start doing your old patterns, but you'll see that they're not going to play out anymore. And the universe is trying to bring you new things because your diet's changing, becoming more aware. You're becoming lighter, getting rid of all these emotions. And that's what you want. So just sit with yourself, love yourself, and keep your attention on the pain. That's what it wants. It's your wounded self, and it needs your attention. It's been screaming out for it for years, and now you're becoming conscious, you're seeing it for what it is. You can dissolve it and become more of who you came to be. So thank you for watching this video, guys. I'll upload some more shortly, and I'll catch you soon, hopefully on a nice sunny day like today. Goodbye.